Namaste students. Now we can discuss the exercise part of the lesson reproduction in humans. Reproduction in humans, we can discuss the exercise part. First one, multiple choice. The testes are located within the options are penis, scrotum, ureter, urinary bladder. The testes are located within the scrotum. Answer is scrotum. Next, amoeba most commonly reproduce by. Options are budding, regeneration, binary fission, multiple fission. Amoeba most commonly reproduces by binary fission. Next, identify the stage which is formed after the fertilization of the egg by the sperm. Options are ovule, fetus, embryo, zygote. Answer is zygote. After the fusion of the egg and sperm, it gives rise to a zygote. Next, internally the uterus opens into. Options are urethra, vagina, oviduct, vulva. Answer is vagina. Internally, the uterus opens into vagina. These are the answers for multiple choice questions. Next, short answer questions. First one, distinguish between the following pairs of terms. First one is egg and sperm. Here, egg, it is the female gamete. Sperm, it is the male gamete. Egg, it is the female gamete. Sperm, it is the male gamete. So, hardly you will get only one difference here. Next, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction you will get more than 1 point. So, if possible, write in the textbook or you can write it in the notes. Sexual reproduction, it involves the fusion of gametes. Sexual reproduction, it involves the fusion of gametes. Asexual reproduction, there is no fusion of gametes. Asexual reproduction, there is no fusion of gametes. Next, sexual reproduction, it involves two parents or two individuals. Sexual reproduction involves two parents, one act as a male and the act as a female. Asexual reproduction, no need involves of the two parent, only one parent is involved or only one individual is enough. Sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. Asexual reproduction, one parent is involved. You can write more. In the sexual reproduction, only few individuals we can get, but in asexual reproduction, many individuals we can get. In sexual reproduction, only few individuals. You can write 2 or 3 or 4 individuals we can get, but in asexual reproduction, more number of individuals we can get. So, this is the difference between the sexual and asexual reproduction. Next, budding and regeneration. Differences between the budding and regeneration. So, you can come to the page number 28, you will get. Budding is a process in which buds grows out of the body of the parents and it gives rise to a new individual. Budding is nothing but a small outgrowth takes place in the parental body. So, that outgrowth gives rise to a new individual. So, that is called as a budding. Next, regeneration. In the regeneration, it has a great power to regrow the missing or lost part of their body. Or missing or lost part, it regrows. So, that process is called as a regeneration. So, only one difference you will get. So, you can write these differences between these eggs and sperm, sexual and asexual reproduction, budding and regeneration. Next, define the following terms. First one is fertilization. Fertilization nothing but it is the process of fusion of male and female gametes. The process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization, or you can write the nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the egg. The nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the egg is called fertilization. Next, implantation. So, implantation in the page number 30 you'll get the answer. It is the way of fixing of the embryo in the wall of the uterus. Implantation means it is the way of fixing of the embryo in the wall of the uterus is called as implantation. So this is the answer. Next question. State the reason why testes lie outside the abdomen in a scrotum. So you can go to the page number 29. Here you can see the answer. In the scrotum, testes are at a temperature at a temperature which is 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than that of the body. This temperature is suitable for the production of sperm and development. So that is the answer. Here in the scrotum, the testes are at a temperature which is 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than that of the body temperature. So this temperature is suitable for the development and the production of the sperm. So testes are located outside the abdomen in a scrotum. Next, why is it important that a very large number of sperms should be present in the semen? Why the semen has to contain the large number of sperms? See the answer here. Out of millions of sperms released into the vagina, very few are able to climb up to the upper parts of the oviduct. The rest die on the way. Here, millions of sperms are released into the female vagina region. In that, only few are able to climb up to the oviduct region, and few will die on the way. So that's why only few are able to reach the oviduct of the female body. So rest it will die on the way. So that's why the testis has to produce a more number of sperms. That's in the semen we can get the more number of the sperms. Answer. Out of the millions of sperms released into the vagina, very few are able to climb up, climb up to the upper parts of the oviduct. The rest die on the way. So, a very large number of sperms should be present in the semen. Next, list the structures in their correct sequence through which the sperms must pass from the time they are produced in the testes to the time they leave the urethra. So answers are, first you can write testes, next epididymis. In the testes the sperms are produced, then it goes to the epididymis region, then sperm duct. From the epididymis it goes to the sperm duct, then it goes to the urethra. Urethra passes through the penis region, so that's why you can write the urethra. So answers are testis, epididymis, sperm duct, urethra. So this is the correct sequence of the passage of the sperms. Next, state the functions of the following. First one is ovary. Ovary, its main function is produces the egg. Ovary main function is produces the eggs. Testes, main function is produces the sperms. Testes produces the sperms. Fallopian tubes, or it is called as oviduct. Fertilization process takes place. In the oviduct or in the fallopian tube, fertilization process takes place. Next, seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles, it in the page number 29 you will get seminal vesicles produces a secretion which serves as a medium for the transportation of the sperms. Seminal vesicles produces a secretion which serves as a medium for the transportation of sperms. Next, uterus. Uterus, in the uterus region, the growth and development of the embryo takes place. In the uterus region, growth and development of the embryo takes place. So that is the answer for these parts. Next, given here is a section of the female reproductive system in humans. Here they have given the female reproductive system diagram. Okay. Question, first one, name the parts labeled 1 to 4. Here you have to label the parts 1 to 4. Number 1, it is the ovary. Number 2, it is the fallopian tube or oviduct. Number 3 is the uterus. Number 4, it is the vagina. So number 1 is the ovary, number 2 is the oviduct or fallopian tube, number 3 is the uterus, number 4 is the vagina. Next, name the part where fertilization occurs in the female reproductive system. The fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube or oviduct. Part 2, that is in the fallopian tube or in the oviduct. Next, given alongside is a diagram of the male reproductive system in humans. Label the parts indicated by numbers 1 to 5 and state their function. You have to identify the parts number 1 to number 5 and their function you have to write. First we can label the parts. Number 1, it is the seminal vesicle. Number 1 is the seminal vesicle. Number 2 is the prostate gland. Number 2 is the prostate gland. Number 3 is the testes. Number 3 is the testes. Number 4 is the urethra. And number 5th is the sperm duct. So number 1 is the seminal vesicle. Number 2 is the prostate gland. Number 3 is the testes. Number 4 is the urethra and number 5 is the sperm duct. Next is the functions. Number 1 is the seminal vesicle. I already said the answer. Seminal vesicles, the secretion of seminal vesicles serves as a medium for the transportation of the sperms. Second, prostate gland. The prostate gland, it secretes the alkaline secretions. It neutralizes the acid in female's vagina region. Here, prostate gland, it secretes the alkaline secretion. It neutralizes the acid in female's vagina region. In the female's vagina region, if any acids are there, this alkaline secretion neutralizes that acid. So, it neutralizes the acids in female's vagina region. That is a function of prostate gland. A prostate gland secretes the alkaline secretion. It neutralizes the acid in female vagina's region. Next is the testes. It produces the sperms. Testes produces the sperms. Next is the fourth is the urethra. Urethra, it is a passage through the penis and it carries either urine or semen. The urethra, it passes the urine or semen. That is the function of urethra. Next is the sperm duct. The sperm duct, it carries the sperm from testes to the urethra region. The sperm duct, it carries the sperm from testes to the urethra region. So, these are the main parts of the male reproductive system and its function. Next, long answer questions. How does a single cell fertilized egg grow into an adult human body? Here single-celled fertilized egg means it is a zygote. How the zygote give rise to a human adult body? Yes, see in the page number 30. Zygote divides and redivides to form a cluster of cells. This division is accompanied by the process called specialization of cells. The specialization of cells leads to the formation of different parts of the body. That process is called differentiation. This process gives rise to various tissues, then organs, then organ system. Thus, the zygote grows into an embryo. The embryo soon develops into a baby. So, this is the answer. But you have to write it in a point wise. Don't write it in a essay type. You make it short and write it in a point wise. Next, describe the human female reproductive system with a labeled diagram. You can go to the page number 28. In that you will get human reproductive system. In that the female reproductive system, that diagram you have to draw. The female reproductive system, figure 3.5, that diagram you have to draw. And you have to describe, means you have to explain. No need to explain too much. Only two points you have to write. The first you can write the ovary. Ovaries, its main function is it produces the eggs. Next, oviduct. Oviduct, or it is called as a fallopian tube. This oviduct, it is a site of the fertilization. Here, fusion of male and female nucleus takes place in the oviduct region. It carries the eggs from the ovaries. Through the oviduct, the eggs reaches to the uterus region. The next part is the uterus. The uterus, it is helpful for the growth and development of the embryo. Next, vagina region. The vagina, it receives the male penis during copulation and also serve as the birth canal. So this is the main parts you can write, and only its main functions you have to mention enough.